Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ. And I'm super happy to announce that I've been accepted onto 2 design teams. One I've been on for a month or so, but I haven't been able to work on it, and they understood that. So this is going to be my first project for that team. The second team that I'm on, I only just found out about this morning, so I'm going to hold that little bit of information a little bit to myself for a while, but there'll be an announcement on that soon. So this design team that I've got this digital for is Creating with Jovi. I'll be linking her information in the description box, so do go along and check her out. She's relatively new to the digital designing world, and she's got some super cute kits, like really cute, and I was given the choice of which one I wanted to work with, and this one really appealed. It's just so cute. It's so stinking cute. So let's have a look at it. I have already cut down the journal pages. They are formatted for a US paper size, and I of course work in A4, so they're a little smaller than what I typically would work with, but when I tried to print them in A4 it cut off the top and bottom, and there's elements at the top and bottom on the pages I didn't want to lose. So I did go ahead and print these at US paper size on A4 sheets, and then I've pre-trimmed them just because I wanted to get that out of the way. So let's have a look. This is called Mouse Adventures. Pretty sure I've got the name of that right, but again it will be in the description box. Mouse Adventures. So it's kind of like a travel theme with mice. It's cute. It's cute. I really like mice. I think they're cute. I don't like them in my house, but they're a cute little creature. They're so cute. So we've got this lovely page with some book page, some mushrooms, a key, and this really cute suitcase with a mouse dreaming of where he's going to go. Again, some book page. This time it looks to be in French with beautiful, lovely watercolor images, just lovely, with various features, suitcases, and travel-related bits and pieces on there. We've got a map background on this one with this cute toadstool house and this little mouse family who look like they might even be moving into the house because she's carrying a suitcase. Very cute. And this cute little girl mouse is going on a hot air balloon. Such fun. They're just like totally adorable, very whimsical, very sweet kit, this one. And I'm excited to work with it. This wee girl mouse looking up into the tree. And don't you just love this house here? It is so gorgeous, so whimsical, and it's got mushrooms growing off the side of it. It's just stunning. I love that it's all like different angles. So much fun. This beautiful page with this lovely floral and some mushrooms, and couldn't you dream that you could just be as light as a little mouse flying on a ribbon? Like, isn't that so sweet? This cool little lamppost over here. And this wee mouse with his globe and a wee airplane and a banner. Super cute. I love when pages are divided into sections like this. They just, to me, invite writing. Sunshine and happiness. It says there, this beautiful lamppost and a little mouse and his wee teddy bear. Oh, so cute. We have another hot air balloon here with a wee mouse in the basket, and I love this background. This foresty background is just stunning, and a couple of deer down the bottom. Just beautiful. And this is a fine fellow, isn't he? He's off on his hike or a tramp or something, with this beautiful misty trees in the background. This little house. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Really well done, Jovi. These are gorgeous. I love this one too with the train. The mouse going to catch the train off on holiday somewhere. A beautiful tree. Deciding which way to go, I think. She's got a map in her hand. So which way do I go? Where do I want to go? Hot air balloon and a penny farthing. That's fun. Little mouse on the penny farthing bike. Gorgeous. And this is a really fun page too, of suitcases, stacks of suitcases. And I'm going to be making a journal cover over on my Patreon later today actually. And I think that would make a great page in the journal I'm going to be making on Patreon. So I might have to reprint that one. Fun page. And now we get into the ephemera. And there's quite a few pages of ephemera as well, which is always super fun to have the bits and pieces that coordinate and to decorate it up with. So we have all sorts of fun goodies. Little fussy cuts, labels, tickets, faux stamps. Very cool. I love this camera, this watercolor camera. It's just gorgeous. This way to the garden. Oh, it's a lovely little toadstool too. And this lantern. I mean, it's all beautiful. Just gorgeous. These little letters, envelopes here. Beautiful. Some guest checks, which is really fun because I've never ever worked with a guest check in my life. I've never seen them here in New Zealand. They may be here. I don't know, but I've never seen them in New Zealand. So I'm really happy to have a few bases to work with of guest checks. Super fun. And this beautiful decorative piece down here. Faux washi or decorative trim, whatever. Just gorgeous. It'll be fun to play with. Oh, so many beautiful elements. Just really, really yummy. Really yummy. And I like the colours too. Very soft, but not wishy-washy. Oh, that's so cute. Ah, beautiful labels. And then we have some tags, which are just fun. Fun. Really beautiful kit, Jovi, and I'm thrilled and honoured to be able to work with this kit. So, my dilemma I had, because I've had this printed out for a month, excuse me, and thinking about what I wanted to make with this, and I do want to make a journal. It is going to be slightly different journal, I think, to my typical one. But my dilemma here was I was unable to back the pages with anything because of being in a cast and not being able to put weight on my foot. I couldn't get up to the printer, which is actually quite high, and the paper tray at the back of the printer is like, even when I'm fully, you know, able-bodied, it's very hard to reach. So I couldn't muck around with feeding paper back through to print on the other side. And I was like, well, I don't want all the pages just to be white on the back. That kind of like didn't really vibe for me with this beautiful kit, which has a lot of neutrals in it. There's a lot of browns and light tan, that sort of colour. And the neutrals, even like in this forest page, it's neutral palette. Lots of brown, tan, fawn, beige, all those pretty neutral colours. So I came up with a solution that I think will work. So I'm just going to take this first page and I'm going to flip it over. And I have this roll of painter's masking paper, and it's really thin. Really thin. I'm just going to bit where it was cut from the machine, I'm imagining. It's really thin and it's a great colour. And I thought, how about if I back all the pages, well, I'm not sure if I'll do all of them, but a good number of them with this paper. What do you reckon? I reckon that could be doable. I mean, it's going to take some time, so I'm not going to do it all on camera, absolutely not. And I probably won't do a start to finish of this journal, but I'll pop in here and there with as it progresses. Who knows, it might end up start to finish, I don't know. So I'm just going to tear off a bit. Now I did have this idea before I cut out the pages, and I thought maybe I should leave them and then glue them on, then cut once. And I thought actually I don't want to do that because I don't want to waste the offcuts of paper. So I chose to cut them all out, and then I'll glue them on, and then I'll cut them all out again. And I don't mind doing that. It's something I can do on the couch. It'll fill in a part of my day, and I'm always looking for things, different bits and pieces to do. So to be able to be productive on the couch and feel like I'm making progress, I don't mind cutting it twice, and I think I'll get a neater result somehow. So I'm going to tear off that bit. So I'm going to end up with some awesome scraps that can be used for ephemera and bits and pieces. So I've given myself some room, and I'm just going to glue it right down in the middle like that, so that gives me room to trim. So sound like a plan? Let's do this one. And I am thinking, wondering about doing glue stick in the middle and then tacky glue around the edge. But I'm thinking the tacky glue might leave like a ridge, a visible ridge, so maybe I'll just use glue stick. We'll do glue stick on this one and see how badly it curls on me, because I do know glue stick can cause it to curl up. So just gonna, it's quite a big surface to glue, which is, you know, it's going to take quite a bit of glue stick, but that's okay. And I've never done this before in a journal, covering the backs of the pages with paper like this, so I thought this will be fun. I think a bit labor intensive, but I think it's going to look fabulous. Oops, this glue stick is almost out. I've got a new one to hand. I was balancing on one leg while I stood up and grabbed out the container from under everything and got a new glue stick down. Thought, I can't be running out of glue stick on camera, can I? And trying to do that while the camera's running. Or even if I had it on pause, I'd just feel the pressure of needing to get it, and that's probably not the safest thing to do under pressure, trying to do something like that. Okay. So it's already curling, but I think when it's in a journal, under the weight of everything else and a cover, and I haven't decided what cover I'm going to do yet, so it'll take me a while to get the pages prepared. So once it's in a journal, I don't think that the curl will be an issue. I think it will flatten out nicely. Just want to make sure I've got it as flat as possible. There are some bubbles there. Can we get this up? That's the other thing I'm going to have to watch, is getting air bubbles. I'll put a bit of extra glue in under there now that I've ripped it up. Try not to get it on my mat. Let's just smooth that out a bit more. And I don't mind the odd bubble, like I've got some bubbles in the middle here, but they're not going to affect writing on it. They will, as you're writing, they'll flatten out and won't be a problem. And it just adds texture. If they, you know, if they don't flatten out, they'll be fine. Right. So let's, now, do I want to fold it before I trim it? Just wondering, if I fold it while it's wet and the pages pull and I've already trimmed it, I might end up with white edges. Let me have a wee sip of my coffee and think for a moment. I will be distressing it though. I think this kit will lend itself very well to having the dark border around the edges. And I haven't cut it perfectly, like I can see a bit of white here. So the ink will help with that as well. And I might even disappear when I'm cutting it out again. So isn't that so much better? than having just a white. And of course the ink bleeds through because I printed it on, it's regular photocopy paper that I printed on, because again I couldn't grab out my presentation paper and put it in the printer to print on. So it's regular photocopy paper, and I print on the higher ink setting, so the ink does bleed through photocopy paper. It's better on the presentation paper, it doesn't soak through so much. So that also covers up any bleed through or dulls it down. Okay, I think I'm going to cut it out, because while I'm cutting, that glue has time to dry. Just so you can see kind of what my vision is for the pages. And I will need to add a few more pages. I think there's like 12 pages I've got here, which is quite a fair few. I typically like to put in about 16, so I will need to use about four other pages. I haven't thought yet what, but probably coffee dyed paper will feature. Maybe some green bubble dyed paper, possibly, as in it's white paper that's bubble dyed with green food colouring. I don't know, we'll see, but I'll do that off camera as well, because grabbing various papers is not so easy to do at the moment. Right, they're of no use, so they go in the bin. Right, okay, I think we're good to go. Let's fold it. Now which way do I want to fold it? Fold that on the outside. Yes, I think fold that on the outside. And then I'll need to work out which order I want the pages once I've got them all ready to go. Give it a nice crisp fold there. And I suspect we're a bit bunchy in the middle. Not too bad, just a little bit bunchy up there, which is fine. It actually looks good. And then take the distress ink, give it that little vintage photo vibe. Won't do the centre spine because that's going to be sewn into the book anyway. And I will do the inside as well. So I envisage that I'll ink all the pages, or at least all the digital pages. The other pages that I add in, maybe not. Maybe I'll leave those uninked. I just need to remember to do all the pages with the ink. Because sometimes I get carried away binding in and realise I haven't done something I actually wanted to. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll remember, because I think it will look good. And I think this just adds something to this brown paper as well. Not sure whether I'll do any decorating on these brown pages, whether I might do some stenciling or something. But that is going to be what I'm going to do with the digitals for this journal, for this design team project. Yeah, I think it's going to work, and because it's photocopy paper and this painter's masking paper, which is like super thin, thinner than copy paper, it's not going to bulk it up too much, but it is going to make it at the same time just a little sturdier than what it would otherwise be. And gosh, I am so sorry people, I just noticed I've got food under my nail. I had half of a blueberry muffin before I turned the camera on, and I've got it under my nails because I keep losing parts of it to the floor. It's so soft and yummy, but yeah. So obviously it got under my nails. I do apologise for my grubby looking nails. It was just blueberry muffin. Super delicious. Right, there we go. So that is going to be my design team project for July for Creating with Jovi. So like I said at the beginning, all the details will be down in the description box. Go check out her shop on Etsy. She's got really, really cute kits, fun to work with, and I'll pop in at some point, and this will be further along, and see what's happening with it. Thanks so much for joining me today. Good to have you along. Take care, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.